Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video. And before we hop into the Iron Man, I'm going to be showing off how you can get my exclusive merch. This is only going to be up for the next 14 days or next 2 weeks. Once that's over, all the artwork on this will just disappear and it's never going to come back. I will end up coming out with different merch if this goes well, but yeah, it's just the website. I'll leave a link down below in the description if you want to check that out. Also, I'll leave a little discount code. I don't know how much it actually discounts off. Shout out to whatever the code is. It's like TINA12. I don't know. It's someone else's discount code, but it works for my stuff too. So make sure you use that. But yeah, you can see here is like all the stuff, and the artwork for this, like the logo, super simple. It's just like, yeah, if you click it, it's just like a little DB in a box. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's like the artwork. It's like super small right there. It's like roughly 2 inches by 1 inch. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. The goal of this was to make merch that doesn't like scream Yu-Gi-Oh on it. Like I wouldn't want to wear a shirt that had like Yu-Gi-Oh set all over it, like out and about. I feel like this shirt really doesn't do that, so I feel like this is like decent merch. I don't know, I like it. I like it. This is the shirt I bought, just because I don't like getting too many white shirts, because I have to take them off when I eat, otherwise they get stained every time, so it's a lot of extra work. But alright, now that that's over, please buy my merch. I would highly appreciate it. All the money I make from the merch is going to go into giveaways, so any profit I make, boom, right into giveaways. So the more shirts I sell, the more giveaways I can do. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and hop right into this Iron Man. So we have a 2v2 Iron Man, $100 a team. So the winning team will win $100 and the losing team will lose $100. We have Team 1, the Infernoble Lab, versus Team 2, Kenny. Also, please go check out the Coliseum on Discord. There'll be a link down below in the description. That is the Discord where all these Iron Mans, tourneys, wager matches are being hosted, so please go check them out. They are the best for that, and I'm not just saying that, but like they really are the best for that. So like go check them out. And with that being said, let's hop into the first match of this. So we are going to go ahead and see Kenny win the rock paper scissors shoot, and they're going to go first, 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have Imperm, Red Layer, Renaud, Living Fossil, Oliver. Let's go. We see a going second card. It's like, honestly, I'm really happy. A lot of the people that are playing Infernobles right now, it seems like a lot of them are switching to like playing going second cards in their main deck, which is like so necessary. So I'm happy that they're actually doing it. This hand's pretty good. And then they have Kuraz, Tanky, Kit, Imperm, and Droplet. So their hand for sure works going first here. They're going to be activating Tanky, and then Tanky go grab Rat. And if they Imperm Rat, it's not going to be good. Ooh, they give the little thumbs up there. Okay, I was going to say that if they Imperm this, you know, they have the Kuraz discard Kit extender, and it will not be a good look for our Infernoble player here. Bring out Rat, and then go Tiger Mortar, just so now they have like more beasts in graveyard, while also keeping like a Borbo Zeus in the extra deck. And then Blossom effect, summon out Kit. Activate the effect, and they are going to banish 4. Okay, so that's another reason why they did it. It doesn't just put like another beast in graveyard, it's also the 4th beast warrior. But they're going to go ahead and banish 4 with Kit, and then they let this go through, summon out Omen, and then turn those into Bear Bloom, and then they're going to get Omen and Kit, so go search out Kuraz, dump Nerval, Nerval effect, go grab Fractal, and then go ahead and slap those into Appaloosa. Get those effects, draw Nerval, and then they're going to put back Kuraz, add Revol, and then put back the Nerval, and then get rid of Fractal to summon out Kuraz. Kuraz effects. Can't do that. Oh my gosh. That's so sad. So Bear Bloom has a restriction that if you add the Tri-Brigade spell or trap, also you cannot special summon monsters, or you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except Tri-Brigade monsters. So like they just impermed a Kuraz that would have had to summon out the second Bear Bloom. Or the second Blossom, sorry. And like, oh my gosh, that would have done nothing. Like they would have summoned Silver, but like who cares? Who cares? Them summoning Silver is a blessing because they would have just wasted so many cards to summon Silver, and then like you have Imperm for Appaloosa, and like that's insane. Can't believe they messed that up though. They messed it up, and then they messed up by fixing their mistake by imperming the Kuraz. Oh my gosh. Set pass, draw Genba. That's just like a tuner they can summon from deck by dumping 2. It's also like a Fire Warrior. Then special summon out Red Layer. Battle phase attack. Like, this could have gone so differently. I'm actually like salty about how this game 1 is going down. Normal summon, special summon out Rena, you know, ran out effect to try to add back. And then they're going to let this go through, so grab the Red Layer. And then slap those into an Assault effect to add. And they're going to imperm the add effect. Okay. That's interesting. I feel like you don't really care about the follow-up, because if your opponent doesn't combo this turn, then they lose next turn. Now they're going to activate Living Fossil. The Imperm was used in this zone and not the middle zone, so this will go ahead and resolve here. We've seen so many people messing up the Imperm zone recently, so I just felt like I'd bring that up. Go ahead and summon out. Oh yeah, so they targeted Renaud, not Genba. So go ahead, summon out Renaud, and then they're going to get rid of those to go ahead and summon out, wow, second Assault. And then Assault effect, dump 3. They're letting this go through. And then that's going to summon out an Aqua Dolphin. Okay. That doesn't actually do anything here. Okay. Alright, yeah, they just submit defeat. Yeah, that was a little weird at the end there. Maybe they were trying to like bait stuff, but there was no way they were winning that. After like that imperm mistake. Going on to the next game, we are going to see Infernoble be going first. Opening hands, we have Genba, Imperm, Aqua Dolphin, Ogier, and Durendal. So it sucks to draw this. It doesn't like really suck to draw Aqua Dolphin. Like you'd rather draw Connector for sure, but like, hey, this still isn't like bad. It's still gonna like rip a card from hand. And then they have Tanky, Imperm, Kit, Imperm, Ash. Oh my gosh, their hand is so good versus this deck. Imperm is insane versus this deck. They're going to go ahead and normal summon out Aqua Dolphin effect, and then they're going to chain Imperm, not wanting them to see the hand and hit the Ash Blossom. And then activate Durendal. Durendal will go ahead and search out the Fire Flint Lady. Then Fire Flint Lady, you know, summon itself out. Link those away, go for Assault, and then Assault effect to add. They're letting this go through. And then going ahead and searching out the Gearfried, which is like super good follow-up. And then Assault effect to dump 1. They're going to chain Imperm, choosing to use Imperm over something like Ash Blossom, because now they would need a tuner extender to keep going, and then they could Ash the Needle Fiber effect. They don't want to get hit with like a Talons, because like imagine you go Assault effect, dump 1, and they Ash, and then Talons rip the Imperm from hand, and then tuner extender game. So they were just like trying to play around that. But equips, that way this can't be destroyed by card effects. Set Imperm, pass, draws Barrage. Card's so good going second. Activate Tanky. Then go grab Fractal. And then activate the Fractal effect to go dump. This will be dumping from the deck to the graveyard Nerval, and then Nerval effect to go search. Searching out from the deck to the hand to Kuraz. Normal summon out Kit. Kit effect, banish 2. Chain Imperm to negate that. And then activate Barrage effect, pop Tanky. You know, the classic combo. Bring out Wrap. Link those away for Blossom. Kit effect to go ahead and dump. And then they're going to dump a Fractal. And then activate the Blossom effect to summon out Kuraz. And then Kuraz effect, banish 2, summon out Bear Bloom, and then battle phase, beat over. See, it's like this is just game. Whenever you get to this point in the deck, like going second, and you get to do like this exact thing, like where you have Blossom, a Tri-Brigade, and Bear Bloom, it feels so hard to lose because your opponent's already gone through so much, and then you get to set up, you know, Apollousa Revolt, which is just absolutely absurd. And then they also still have like Barrage set up too, which, you know, would work if your talents. But like the Barrage will work like next turn. Even if like the board breaks, they can still like Barrage, go ahead and do stuff. And like they're still gonna get their follow up off of Revolt because of the Nerval. The Omen effect to search depending on like how the board is broken. But here the board is just simply not gonna be broken. Apollousa negate Gearfried, activate talents to draws into a Oliver, and then another talent, so pretty much just drawing one there. And they go ahead and they say GG's. That, man, I just can't get over that game one mistake. Like, I wonder what would have happened if they would have actually saved the Imperm for the Apollousa. They would have gone up against Imperm, Droplet, and Revolt. Still not easy while the opponent still gets follow-ups, but it would have been much easier than going up against the Apollousa on top of that. So hopefully the Inferno Lab watches this and I guess just like learns from their mistakes. That way this doesn't happen in like another money match or anything like that, because this could have been the difference between their team ending up winning the $100 and losing the $100. But we will go ahead and hop into the second match. So we are going to see Angelus versus Kenny still. So we know it's Tri-Brigade Zoo versus whatever deck they are on. And we're going to see Tri-Brigade Zoo win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot and decide to go first. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands. We have Roxy's, Ash, Bell, Droplet, Gamma. So a Prank Kid +4 going second cards. You know, you gotta love to see that. Like, come on now. Like, that hand is just nice. And then they have Kit, Thoroughblade, Droplet, Fractal, Droplet. And then activate the Fractal effect. And then they're going to chain Ash Blossom. Can't even be punished by like a Gamma there because, like, you know, they have a Gamma of their own. Or they could just like bell the Gamma effect and then hold Gamma for them to do something else. Normal summon out Kit, get rid of that for Amirage. Kit effect, go dumb Nerval. Nerval effect, add Kuraz. And then get rid of Thoroughblade for Kuraz, summon that out. On the hand effect, they're going to go ahead and activate Gamma. The reason why they're doing this on the hand effect, I think there's like two different reasons for it. One is because if you Gamma the on-field effect, Amirage will protect this. And then if they have something like Ash Blossom, then they'll still have like Kuraz on board. But second of all, if they have like an Ash or a Bell here, and they go ahead and Ash or Bell Gamma, then they can still negate the on-field effects. So now something like Ash or Bell just simply won't be used to negate Gamma. So I think negating the hand effect is definitely right there. And then they're going to go ahead and summon out Driver Gamma, set a Droplet, and then pass turn. Draw Desires. Holy, that's a good draw. Activate. No, banish 10, Pot of Greed. And then they're going to draw into a Bell and a Water. Looking at the banishes, nothing too bad. I mean, they banished like a few pranks. Nothing too serious there. And then they're going to go ahead and normal summon out Water. And we just see the opponent admit defeat. They were just waiting to see what deck the opponent was on. Like, once they normal summon out a Water, they're going to realize that their droplets don't do anything. The opponent has their engine rolling. And you are left on nothing. So, going on to the next game, we are going to see Kenny, the Tri-Brigade Zoo player, be going first. Opening hands, we have Contact, Sea Desires, Droplet, Ash, and Wind. Jeez. This hand is insane. Like, wow. This is nice. And they have Phantasmic, Cosmic, Kuraz, Rat, and Bell. So they're definitely getting stopped this turn by the Contact Sea. activate the Rat Effect, go dump Thoroughblade. They're going to spend multiple cards too, just to play into Contact C. And they don't have a way to like stop it or anything. Go for Tiger Mortar here. Get rid of those for Blossom. Blossom Effect to go ahead, and they are going to summon out the Kuraz. So they're not going to go ahead and drop the Contact C here. Okay. That's interesting. They're going to drop it now. So maybe they don't know this, but Blossom also has restrictions on it. It says during your main phase, you can special summon a level 4 or lower beast, beast warrior, or wing beast from your hand. Also, you cannot use monsters as a link material for the rest of the turn except for beast, beast warrior, or wing beast monsters. So it has the same restrictions as like a Tri-Brigade, like main deck monster when they banish for the effect. So right there, they played into the opponent just hard drawing Revolt. Because if they did, they could have just went ahead and summoned out like a double Dragon Lords and then gone ahead and went for silver. And if they summon double Dragon Lords and you drop Contact C, the opponent's going to be like, okay, they just gave me a free double Dragon Lords because Blossom summon out Kuraz. On the Kuraz summon, you go ahead and drop the Contact C and you summon it right here. And the opponent can't even use this effect anymore because they don't have a zone to summon to. So they could have done that to stop this from coming out. Because like now that's just like a free body. That could have also been a double Dragon Lords, which would have also been like threatening. You would have had to use like your droplet for no reason. Draw fire. You know, I kind of like this, how like there's like, you know, like things that would look like little misplays but could actually be like very huge, like the Imperm game 1 and the Contact C, or the Imperm match 1, the Contact C here. I get to like go over more. But looking at the banishes, this is really good for them. They only banish a wind and a field spell, so that is what you want to see. Draws fire and twin. They're going to go ahead and twin twisters, hit the back row. And then normal summon out the wind. Get rid of that, go for Meow. Wind effect, Chainlink 1, Phantasme, Chainlink 2, and then they are going to activate Ash Blossom as Chainlink 3. And then go ahead and they are going to not dump Fusion Spell, they're going to dump Pranks, okay? And then they're going to summon out the water from the deck. Link those away, go for Doodle, get those effects here. So now they have used the water and the wind effect. They're going to add, and then summon out Roxy's, gain 1,000, and then Fusion Spell, get rid of those. So now they have gone through all the effects after they activate those. They're going to activate the Roxy's on the fire, draws into a water, summon out wind, burn for 500, summon out Roxy's, and then slap those into a Bow Wow, and then go into the battle phase here. They're going to Weather Washer, attack the Blossom, and also you have to remember Weather Washer's effect here. They're not going to be able to activate these effects. This card is just Armades. And also the reason why they took 14 is because this gains 1,000 from Bow Wow. And then attack over, just beating over everything here. And then Doodle effect, Tribute to attempt to add back, but they are going to go ahead and Ghost Spell this. So, even though they don't have like an interruption, the opponent actually just doesn't have anything right now. And they still don't have anything. So, yeah, they just go ahead and admit defeat. So that was a really quick match actually. We saw some quick matches so far. Like that was only 16 minutes long. I didn't go over how long the first match was, but it was probably also around 16 minutes long, I feel like. So really quick matches. Let's hope that game 3 is a little bit longer. We are going to have Prank Kids in match number 3. This is the match where it all matters. There's only one person left on each team, so the winner of the next match will win the $100, and the loser of the next match will lose $100. So, hopping into match 3, we have Angelus versus Yuchi Hungary. Oh no. This was the player playing Gren Maju. Oh no. I'm down to see Gren Maju again. I'm down. We're going to see Angelus win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. That could be absolutely huge. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. And they are going to decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Desires, Instant Fusion, Pranks, Water, Imperm. This is really good. And then they have Rose, Area Zero, Ash, Widow, and Ray. Okay, so this isn't the Grand Manju deck, obviously. So them winning the rock, paper, scissors, shoot was actually good for the Sky Striker player because they would have chose to go second anyhow. Wow, that's insane. It's crazy how, like, with a deck like this, you just want to lose the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So that way you don't, like, show that you're on a going second deck. They're going to activate Desires here to banish. They're going to let this go through. They know their opponent is on Prank Kit, so they're going to be trying to ash the Prank Kit effect. Looking at the banish, we see one of each monster, fusion spell, and a Pranks. So, no, this isn't nearly as good as the last match where they only banished a win and a field spell. They do banish one of each, so it is going to be a little bit tougher for them to grind. And then a field spell and called by. Wow, so they're going to go ahead and activate the field spell, go grab wind. Then they are going to activate Pranks, effect, discard, summon out token. Their token's a fire. That's interesting how they made their token like a fire monster. I mean, this does summon out a pyro fire. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Go ahead, turn those into Doodle. And then you're going to get Doodle and Water. They're going to let this go through. And then they're going to search out the fusion spell, gain 1,000 life points, and special summon out Wind. Then get rid of Wind to go for Meow. Wind effect, activate Ash Blossom, Chain Link 3, called by to go ahead and stop that. I still stand by what I said. I think, also, a lot of people were saying that called by should go to 3 to help rogue decks because this helps beat combo, and like I don't get what you mean by that. This card is definitely better in like combo than it is in a like trap based control deck. As in combo, this counters the counters to allow you to full combo. And usually in combo, if you get to, you know, do everything and resolve everything, usually it's very hard for the opponent to win. Which is why I still think called by, talents, I think those cards should just be banned. Like, oh my gosh, I hate talents. It's actually insane how, like, I'm going to keep saying this. Whenever talents is activated, I'm begging my opponent to activate the draw 2 effect. I'm begging my opponent to pot agree. Alright? Like, that's insane. That, it's just such a good card. It's crazy. Summon out Bow Wow. Fire effect, burn for 500, and summon out Roxy's. And then they are going to link those off to go for Doodle, and then Roxy's effect, and they will be banishing Instant Fusion. Alright, so banishes Instant Fusion. Okay. Choosing not to summon off the Roxy's. So they've gone through one of each in the banished. 2 Roxy's, 3 Wind, 3 Water, 2 Fire. So they've gone through so many pranks now. Activate Doodle effect. And this is going to tribute to add back. And they're going to add back Fire and add back Wind. Then set Fusion, set Imperm. And then end phase, Pranks will go ahead and shuffle back and draw. So they're going to be shuffling back Doodle, Roxy's, and Wind. And draws into Ash, which isn't like a bad draw like overall, but like it is negated next turn, so it's not gonna be like a hand trap right away. Draws Imperm, and then they're going to normal summon out Ray, and then on summon they're thinking activate Area 0, and then Area 0 effect on Ray, and then go ahead and chain the Ray. So they're gonna summon out Hayate, and then mill 3. And they're going to get to grab Widow there for free. And then go ahead and put the rest back. And then go battle phase. Attempt to attack directly there. But they are going to be matched with a Imperm. And then summon out Shiz. They're going to set Imperm, set Widow. They're trying to go to end phase here. They're going to activate Fusion Spell. And this will be getting rid of Wind and Fire. Yeah, I definitely expected them to not go for like a Battle Butler here, as it's not really the greatest. Weather Washer kind of just lets you like keep pushing yourself forward. Also, this card is just like absolutely insane versus the Striker matchup, as this card is Armades. And then we're going to be getting those effects. Field Spell in the 2 graveyards, so Burn and Dump, and then Summon. They did forget to dump off of the wind. We see that happen a lot. If you're playing against Prank Kids, you definitely want to remind your opponent to dump, as it could be really big. Like, it's a huge difference between dumping and not dumping. Here, all it would do is like put a Field Spell in graveyard. But still, like, you never know. Like, they could have banished all their field spells and they'd be forced to dump like a Prank Kid, which would like hurt their grind game. End phase, Shiz effect to go search, and then try to pass. They're gonna activate Bow Wow effect here, Tribute, and then this will be grabbing the fusion spell and grabbing fire, and then activate Weather Washer effect, tributing the Meow, and then they're gonna target Doodle and water, chain Widow Anchor to negate. Maybe in response to Shiz effect, they could have went ahead and gone Chainlink 2 Bow Wow and then Chainlink 3 Weather Washer, just in case that they go ahead and grab like a Widow or a Shark Cannon off of this. But I guess it doesn't really matter like that much. Pass, draw Droplet. So they only have one spell in graveyard here. The Widow Anchor will not be a Snatch Steal. It's just going to be a negate. And then they're going to go main phase. And then link away for Doodle. And then they're going to get all 3 effects. Well, I mean, there's 4 possible effects here. And they're only activating 3. That's, okay, so they're not using Doodle. Summon out Wind. Wonder why they're not using Doodle. Feel like, I don't know. I like adding a card from deck to hand. I mean, they drew the card they were going to add anyways, so. Go ahead, Fusion, bring out Battle Butler, and then we are going to be using the water effect here to gain some life points. They're not going to go ahead and summon off the water. Let's go how many they've gone through now. So again, 1 of each is banished. They've gone through 3 water, 3 fire, 3 wind, 2 Roxys. I mean, that's a lot. That's most of their engine. And they're going to go ahead and get hit with an Imperm in the Pranks column too, so they can't shuffle back this turn. And then Battle Butler attack. No Ray effect since this is negated. And then Doodle try to attack. Ray effect to tag out, go for Hayate. And then attack over, Hayate effect to dump, and then they're going to go ahead and dump from the deck to the graveyard and engage. You declared the effect of Hayate, so you take damage. I mean, they already took it. Oh, they didn't see that, okay. I thought they were trying to say something else there, instead of like battle damage. 500 more Alpha Doodle, by the way, and Washer as well. Yeah, because they activated Field Spell to go ahead and gain attack. Then, did they do the first damage right? Just want to make sure. They had Shiz with, well, let's just say 16 because it's making the opponent lose 100. This is at 35. Okay, so yeah, they did the math on the first one correctly. Right? Or no, because like their monster was supposed to lose 500 because of Field Spell when they went for Doodle. So they didn't even activate. Wait, oh my gosh, did they not even activate this one time? I'm honestly confused. I don't think they activated this when they summoned out Battle Butler. So like the Doodle should have been 500 less damage, while the Butler attack over should have been 500. Should have been exactly the same actually, because they activated this effect to lose attack but not to gain attack. That's... Oh my gosh, did they just mess up that bad? Am I missing something? Alright, comment down below if I'm missing something, because at this point, like, you know, there's no undo button, but I'm fairly certain they just messed up doing more damage. Right? Like, would that have just been game there? I guess they would have went kinda. But, like, that's a huge difference between dumping a card to graveyard and going for kinda. Doodle effect, tribute to add back. And then set. And then they're going to go ahead. End phase, this is negated. Pass, draw area 0. And then activate multi-roll, area 0 effect, target the Widow, chain the Widow on the Battle Butler. And then, they miss off of the area 0. Unfortunate, no free cards for them. Multi-roll effect, send area 0, and then activate the area 0 effect, chain Ash Blossom, but they have the Rose, so never losing the Ash layer. Go ahead, and then Kagari effect, grab Engage. Wow, I really want to know if they messed up last turn, because this is like, it's a big difference if they did or not. Like, they could have just went for like Hayate right now, but still, they would have went through battle phase then. Add, draw. Then they are going to get rid of Kagari for Kaina effect on the Battle Butler. Activate Shark Cannon, summon out the Ash Blossom. They're getting 100 off of the Kaina. Said question mark? They don't know the Kaina special ability. Summon out Needle. So this is the reason why this deck was the regional deck grind. Go ahead, effect, bring out Effect Veiler, and then go for Selene effect. It's gonna summon back out Veiler, and then on the resolution they're thinking here. They're gonna go ahead and Weather Washer effect, tribute to summon back. They're gonna summon back out Doodle and Bow Wow. These cannot be destroyed by battle now because of the Weather Washer. And then Bow Wow effect, tribute to add back water and add back fusion spells, so now none of the Prank Kid monsters can also be destroyed by card effects. Effect, gain 3000. They do have light, water, earth, wind, fire, so you know they got a lot of pops here. They're gonna pop fusion spell, pop pranks, pop field spell, attack over Battle Butler. Battle Butler effect will go ahead summon back. Man, they just really forgot to use field spell to gang attack the second time. Like when they summon this out. Man, that's wild. Go ahead, summon out Bow Wow. They're gonna set the Imperm. You know, these can't be popped because of the Bow Wow. Set Imperm and then multi-roll effect. And this will be setting Shark Cannon, Widow Anchor. And then past turn they draw Skill Drain. That's like in this matchup that card's like really interesting since like Sky Striker is mainly a spell deck, but still like stopping Kagari is very strong. And then this will also, well, it won't stop Access Code. I don't know, it's just a very interesting card. Very interesting card. Summon out. Usually it's not like an interesting card. Usually it's like, oh, Skill Drain, Floodgate, boo. But like just because it's this matchup. My laptop will restart in 2 minutes, by the way. I'm sorry in advance. Hey, at least they warned them. They did Fire Burn, but not Summon. Do they even have a Summon? They could have a Rock Season deck. They could have one. They might not have a Roxy's though. You know, some people only play 2 Roxy's. Summon out Unicorn. Especially because like we haven't seen a Poly or anything off of them yet. So there's a good chance that they're only on 2 Roxy's. Unicorn effect to target the access code, and then they're going to activate the Widow Anchor, and this will be taking the Unicorn and negating it. Then they're going to go ahead and activate the Doodle effect to tribute and add back Pranks and add back Fire. They really needed that Pranks. Like, insanely bad they needed this pranks. Then, they didn't mean to put that to extract. They meant to return that to their field. Go ahead, set. And then end phase pranks is going to go ahead and target. So, the thing is with pranks, if you read the wording on it, it says shuffle all 3 into the deck and then draw 1. So because they're going to activate Shark Cannon here, they're not actually going to get to shuffle anything back and draw. They can't do this. Alright, yeah, the opponent told them. They were choosing to shuffle back extra deck stuff too, like doodles, and not main deck stuff. That's, interesting, since they should still have like another doodle in their extra deck, but they don't really have main deck cards left. Then multi-roll, set engage, pass, draw Rhoda. They only have 2 spells engraved right here, but they can easily get more. They're going to go ahead and standby phase, flip skill drain. Said, yikes. Activate Rhoda, and then Rhoda's gonna go grab Ray. They know everything, right? They should know everything. They should know the fusion spell, they should know water, they should know fire. Unless if I'm messing something up, everything should be known here. Then they're gonna activate the engage, go grab Afterburners, and then draws an Ash Blossom. Afterburners, that will pop the unicorn and the skill drain. Yeah, this also loses its counters. Never really had counters to begin with, but they're gonna activate the fusion spell here, and this will be getting rid of 2 to summon out the Rocket Ride, and then affect a burn, affect a gang. They don't have anything left here though. They don't have anything left. They're going to go ahead, pop the cards, and they admit defeat. Holy. Holy, holy, holy. That was a game and a half. That was 43 minutes long. Wow. It's crazy because, if that was, a real-life match, Sky Striker would have had to admit defeat, prior to this. Otherwise, they would have ended up losing because they had less life points. That's insane. But going on to the next game, we are going to go ahead and we are going to see Prank Kids decide to go first. Opening hands, we have Ash, Water, Judgment, Bell, Roxy's. This is not bad at all. Then they have Ray, Eagle Booster, Multi-Roll, Ash, and Called By. So they're going to go ahead and normal summon out Water, go for Meow, Water Effect, Chain Ash Blossom, set, and pass. Draw Rhoda there. And then they're going to activate Rhoda. And then they're going to go grab the Sky Striker Ray from the deck to the hand. Normal summon out Ray. They are going to negate the Ray summon. And then set Called By, pass turn, draw Wind. Normal summon out Wind, go for Doodle. And then they're going to activate the Doodle and the Wind effect. And they're going to let this go through. So they're going to go ahead, dump, summon, add. Activate the fusion spell, and then this is going to get rid of 2. Now it's going to summon out the Weather Washer and then get those effects. So banish, trust skill drain, summon out Wind, and summon out Roxy's off of the Roxy's and the fire. And then slap those into a Bow Wow, and then go battle phase. This isn't game. It's actually 500 off because it's 4,000 plus 25. And they took 500 from the fire effect earlier on this turn, so they're still at 500, which is not a spot you want to be at versus a deck that can do 500 burn damage. Doodle effect will be responded to with a Called By. And then set skill drain and pass turn, draw Rose. And then activate multi-roll, normal summon out Ray. And then they're going to get rid of Ray for Hayate. Then go battle phase, Bow Wow effect, tribute the Meow from the graveyard as the cost to add back fusion spell and add back fire. And then they're going to flip skill drain here. Yeah, they just admit defeat. They realize they can't win. Just activating fusion spell is just game by itself. So going on to the next game, we are going to see Sky Striker decide to go second. Opening hands, we have Desires, Pranks, Ash, Imperm, Called By. So they do have Called By. They do not have a Prank Kid yet though. And then they have Rhoda, Terraforming Nib, Shark Cannon, and Ash Blossom. So, Sky Striker here pretty good opening up. So it's way better to open up Rhoda and Terraforming than it is to open up Ray in Area 0, because these put spells in graveyard, obviously, which is like, something you really want for the Sky Striker deck. It lets you get like all the bonus effects. Banishing, we see a Fire, Roxy's Wind, Field Spell, Fusion Spell. Chain the Ash Blossom, and then Chain Called By. They see Skill Drain for a third game in a row, by the way, and they draw a Prank Kid. That is very good for them here. Normal summon out the Fire, and then they're going to get rid of that, go for Meow, and then Fire effect to burn for 500 and summon out the Wind. And then get rid of those to go for Doodle. And then we're going to get Doodle and Wind effect here, so they're going to go ahead and search from the main deck to the hand. They are going to be grabbing a Fusion Spell, and then dump Fusion Spells, summon out Water, so now they have no Fusion Spells in deck. One's banished, one's graveyard, one's hand. And then Doodle effect to tribute to add back, and then they are going to be adding back Fusion Spell and add back Fire. Then activate Pranks, discard Fusion Spells, summon out tokens, so they decided to go for Fusion Spell over something like a Field Spell, which I find interesting. Not getting like that into the loop right now. They're going to summon out Doodle, Water effect, Gang 1,000, special summon out the Roxys, and then they're thinking here, but they're just going to link those away for Bow Wow. And then Roxy's effect to banish and draw. Banish Imperm, draw Twin. That's just insane. Like, the Imperm wasn't even going to do anything because of skill drain, but now they draw a Twin, which is just, like, absurd. They're going to go ahead and summon off of the Roxys, and then set skill drain, set Fusion Spell, end of main phase, activate the Nib, and then they're going to tribute, pass over token, and then end phase, activate Pranks. This effect is so good, getting to, like, shuffle back and draw, like, oh my gosh, and they draw Judgment. Like, you may be like, oh, they draw Judgment, but they can't even use it next turn because it's in hand. But like, you're playing against Sky Striker, right? Like, I feel like this is still good here. Like, you can twin hit stuff. Like, you can draw a random card, twin stuff. You can Ash Blossom, skill drain them, Fusion Spell, well, not Fusion Spell, Judgment them, and then normal summon out. Pass. Draw multi-roll. Activate multi-roll, activate Terraforming, go grab Area 0. And then they're going to activate Area 0, effect on the Nib, and they do hit Ray off of that. Also, we've seen Called By so much this match. And then multi-roll, get rid of Area 0, Area 0 effect. Obviously, they're going to let this go through. They know there's Ray. There's a lot of Ray access, to be honest. And then they're going to go Ray, attack the token, which only has 1,000 defense here. Because all they did was tribute Water, and then they're going to tag out into Hayate, try to attack directly, skill drain, so take 25 here. And then main phase 2, activate Rhoda, and then Rhoda's going to be searching out Rose. Set Shark Cannon, end phase multi-roll to set Area 0. Yeah, this is just like so not threatening. You know, both the cards in hand, Rose, Ray. Like, yeah, you definitely just Twin Twisters and blow them out here. They are going to go ahead and with the draw phase priority, hit the Shark Cannon and multi-roll. They're going to change Shark Cannon to erase the Bow Wow out of the match. Normal summon out Fire and then get rid of that. Go for Meow. Fire effect, burn, and this is going to be a lot here. Summon out Water. Then get rid of those. Go for Doodle, and the opponent doesn't even know about like the Ash Blossom Judgment here, which is also just going to make it like 10 times harder. Go ahead, Doodle attack. They did activate Doodle effect even though they are under skill drain. just to chain block, which they don't really need to do since they know everything in hand. They're going to activate Hayate's on field effect, which so many people don't understand this. While skill drain is up, you can still activate your effects. Like, if skill drain's up, I can still normal summon out a Tri-Brigade and effect Banish for cost. You can still activate. This card does not stop activations, it just stops effects. Obviously, it's not going to get to Sun, though, because it's negated. Ray bring itself out. Main phase 2. You might be like, why are you even activating the effects? Well, let's say you normal summon out a Tri-Brigade, effect Banish 3 for cost, and the opponent's like, skill drain, idiot, what are you doing? It's like, response to kit. Okay, no response. Chain Twin Twisters. Now I'm going to out skill drain, and let's just say like the Psalm Strike that's set. And boom. That's like a perfect example why. Doodle effect to attribute to add, and then they're going to add fire and add water, and they can resolve that under skill drain. And then set judgment, in phase pranks, go ahead and shuffle 3, and then they are going to be draws into another judgment. Alright, pass, draw bell, and then activate area 0. Effect target Ray, chain Ray, summon Hayate, mill 3, grabs the Widow Anchor there, and put those back. Yeah, we're just gonna set Widow, try to end main phase here. They're gonna go ahead and fusion in the Weather Washer, then get fire and water, so gang 1,000, burn, and then summon out Roxy's. They're not going to summon out multiple here. And then end phase, Weather Washer, effect tribute to try to summon back, chain Ghost Bell, pass, draw pranks. And then go to the main phase. Again, they know everything the opponent has. Go for Doodle. And then we are going to get Doodle, Chainlink 3, Roxy's 2, win 1. So Banish, draw into a Bell, summon out Wind, dump off the Wind to summon out Water. So let's count to see how many they've gone through now. They've gone through 3 Water, 3 Wind, 2 Fire, and 2 Roxy's. We know they're only on 2 Roxy's, so they have 1 Fire left in the deck. And then they are going to go battle phase, attack the Hayate, take the damage, and then they're going to activate the Raise Graveyard effect, Chain Bell, which you can activate because it does negate activation. Then main phase 2, Doodle effect, Tribute to add, and then they're going to add Fire, and they're going to add the Fusion spell, and then set another Judgment, end phase, pranks, shuffle back. And like at this point, there is just no winning for the opponent. They know everything they have, and they have 2 negates. Draw twin, doesn't even matter. They're gonna normal summon out Ray, hit that with judgment. They're gonna activate area 0 effect, chain Ash Blossom. Again, they know everything they have. So if you just Ash Blossom this, no matter what the top deck is, you hit it with judgment, and they can't do anything. Activate twin to target. Wasn't area 0 set off of multi-roll? They're gonna target that in skill drain. Either way, they're gonna go ahead and judgment that. Pretty sure this was set off the multi-roll though. So like, you know, this card has to go to graveyard to get its effect. They could have just let that go through and then be like, haha, loser, and then judgment the Widow Anchor for game. But this is still a game here. Then they are going to, at the end of the main phase, activate Fusion spell, get rid of 3, summon out Battle Butler, and then effects will activate Burn, Gang, summon out Fire, and then summon out Water. Did I miss a Water? Oh, never mind. They prank shuffled back. Okay. Draw twin. And then, yeah, they just go ahead and say GG's there. Yeah, that was a long match. That was 76 minutes long. It's crazy how we keep seeing these prank kids versus Sky Strikers. And the matches just go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Holy. But, yeah, there's not really too much to say here. They did see skill during all 3 games, which is kind of wild, but it happens, it happens. I've seen order all 3 games multiple times, but to be fair, I'm playing stuff like Prosperity too, so I can like see my stuff more often when that happens. But yeah, we are going to see Team 1 here win the $100, and Team 2 will lose the $100. So the Infernoble Prank Kid team wins, and the Tri-Brigade Zeus Sky Striker team loses. It's interesting to see Infernoble. I wish, again, they didn't make the Emperor mistake. It could have made the huge difference. But it happens, it happens, it happens. Again, hopefully they watch this, they realize their mistake, and next time they play in one of these matches, or even like a big tournament like a YCS or something, they don't make a mistake like that, because we don't like it when people lose to misplays. But, you know, I'm okay with people losing the misplays, because then hopefully they learn from it. If you're watching the video and you didn't know Bear Bloom had that restriction, now you know the restriction. It's just like good. It's good to like learn from other people's mistakes too. It's good to learn from your own mistakes too. Like, I miss playing matches, and then I'm like, okay, don't do that again. Don't do that again. So when that happens, it really like reinforces to not make that same mistake. Which I like. Definitely, I want to say like forces improvement, like instant improvement. But with that being said, again, make sure to go check out the Coliseum link down below in the description, and also make sure to go check out my merch link down below. Go check both those out. And with that being said, also there's going to be like a discount code right next to the merch link. It should still work. I bought merch like a few days ago, and I just Googled like a random discount code, and it gave me like Tina12. I don't know what Tina is. I don't know who that is. If it's supposed to be like a holiday or something, I don't know. But all I know is it gave me like 5% off, and hey, we take those. We take those. We take those. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.